Imagine you're at a boxing press conference, right? The fight's done, everyone's winding down, cameras are still rolling, and then out of nowhere, a 6-foot-plus man just runs at someone through a crowd screaming at the top of his lungs. Takes literally 20 people to hold him back. And then, and this is the bit that got me, he grabs the promoter by the shoulder, looks him dead in the eye, and goes, "Can you make this fight?" live, on mic, at someone else's press conference. Bro, stay with me, because this one goes places you won't see coming. Alright, so to understand why John Fury completely lost the plot, we need to go back about 3 years. Carl Froch, former unified super middleweight world champion, Hall of Famer, one of the most decorated British fighters ever, gets on his YouTube channel and does what Froch does. Gives his honest opinion. He says Tyson Fury is slowing down, past his best. Jab's not as sharp, combinations have dropped off, footwork's not what it was. Pretty measured take if you actually watch the clips. John Fury did not take it as a measured take. He went absolutely feral. Called Froch a worm, said his world titles meant nothing, said he's no street fighter, said he's an embarrassment to Nottingham. Got so wound up that a fight was actually offered. Kalle Sauerland, the promoter, got involved. Misfits Boxing got involved. Froch said yes immediately. Look, if I have to be the one to shut this man's mouth, fine, let's go. They went back to John Fury with the number. He'd asked for $2.5 million. They came back. And then bro, he just vanished. Ghosted the entire thing. Went completely silent. Left everyone hanging. That was 3 years ago. Fast forward to a few weeks back, Eddie Hall versus Tommy Fury. Now that fight itself is a whole other story, and trust me, we'll touch on it. But the real chaos happened after the final bell. The post-fight press conference. Cameras rolling. John Fury is in the building. And the moment Carl Froch's name comes up, and here's where it gets crazy, John just goes. Like, physically goes. Starts running toward the crowd screaming. You can hear people scrambling, security trying to form a pathway, staff literally pushing people back. He's yelling that it took 20 men to hold him back that night, challenging random people in the crowd. Who wants to go? Who wants to go? No cap, this man was challenging the entire room.
20 fucking men! It took fucking 20 men to hold me back. Where are you fucking wearing? I'll push them Superman like beats up your fucking ass. I'll push them Superman like beats up your fucking ass, you queer.
John, we need to see you on this. When's it happening?
Get me fucking paper, I'll be here. Here, look here. I am. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got fucking bad hands.
Oh, John, which way, mate?
Well, from. Hey,
Guys, to be fair, mate, so all following me. Come back that way for me now. John.
fight me, guns on nail.
Guys, let's all go back that way. Simple. Done.
Does anybody in this fucking
Make a pathway. Make a pathway.
Does any fucking want to fight?
Make a pathway.
Who wants to fucking go? Who wants to fucking go? Eh?
All right. All right, John. Right.
Right, let's go, guys. Go away from me. Yeah, promise.
John, you're a legend.
Thanks for Tommy.
And then, wait for it, he composes himself just enough to walk up to Kalle Sauerland, the promoter, mid-presser, and goes, "Carl Froch wants to fight me. You're there, Kalle? Can you make this fight?" Kalle goes, "I can make it tomorrow. I just need 2 dates." Bro, that's not a throwaway line. That's a promoter telling you the fight is there if you want it. And John doesn't stop there. He pitches the whole card on the spot. Says, let's do it August 1st. Tyson's having a comeback fight anyway. Put me on the undercard. Manchester or Dublin, me versus Froch. The whole room is nodding along. Even the interviewer says he'd find it interesting.
Make this fight between me and the coward, the embarrassment to Nottingham, Carl Froch. Never write off a man with a big pair of nuts, my friend, and I've got the massivest nuts in this country.
Is it not frustrating that that beef with Darren Till isn't going to be settled, because he's going to keep asking for that fight? And similar for you, John, Carl Froch as well.
Darren Till will never get to share a ring with a Fury ever in his life. Never. And about the coward Carl Froch, the worm Carl Froch, in with the like a rabbit's nose twitching. Where was he tonight? From an old man. Running scared from an old man. Terrible. He's an embarrassment to Nottingham. You know them championship belts he won, don't you? He wants to give them to somebody with a pair of nuts, because let me tell you, he's no street fighter. I'm a street fighter. It took 20 men to hold me there tonight. There's no 12 stone man or 13 stone man going to do any good with me. Because I bring different. I'm not going to box Carl Froch. I'm not going to box at all. I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve and I'm a strong man. Let me just tell you this much. Carl Froch wants to fight me. You're there, Kalle. Can you make this fight? Can you make it?
Make it tomorrow. I mean,
Make it.
just need 2 dance partners.
Make this fight. Make this fight between me and the coward, the embarrassment to Nottingham, Carl Froch. Forget about Tommy. Tommy's too good for him. He's an old man. Old men fight old men. Let's do it. You know me, money. I'm well.
I've made harder fights to make. I know you want it.
You know I bring it. You know the eyes are coming and the world will want to see it. Make this fight.
This is a man who just brokered his own fight at someone else's press conference. The confidence on this man is something else. Now, Froch obviously caught all of this. And to his credit, and I say this as someone who's watched a lot of Froch content, he didn't just sit on it. He came straight back on his channel and addressed every single thing John said, point by point. On the world titles comment, John said Froch should give them to someone with a pair of nuts. Froch just goes, "That's not good," dry as anything, and then moves straight on. On the personal stuff, John was saying things about Froch's family, about how he goes home to his kids. Froch calls it pathetic, ridiculous, and absolutely stupid. You can tell that one actually landed a bit differently, but here's the line that got me. Froch looks straight down the camera and goes, "I saw you punching a picture on the wall the other day. Walls don't hit back. You're a bully." And then he lists it all out. Started on Carl Frampton, started on Steve Bunce, headbutted the smallest man in the room at the USYK press conference. The man's got receipts, and then he just says it clean. Sign the contract or shut the hell up. No anger, no screaming, just that.
So John, listen up, and listen closely, because I want you to get this into your thick fucking skull. This has been going on for too long now. I saw you punching a Perspex picture on the wall the other day.
Where are you, Carl Froch? You can see I'm fucking ready to go, mate. Here, look here. I am.
Walls don't hit back. You're a fucking bully. Started on Carl Frampton, started on Steve Bunce. You headbutted the smallest man in the room at the USIC press conference. I'm ready to fight. You've called it on.
Make this fight between me and the coward, the embarrassment to Nottingham, Carl Froch.
I'm answering. I'm ready for you. Sign the fucking contract or shut the fuck up.
Here's where it takes a turn though. Because while all of this is kicking off between Froch and John Fury, Froch uses the same video to torch the entire Fury family. And bro, he does not hold back. Tommy Fury, 6 2-minute rounds against Eddie Hall. Froch calls it nothing short of an embarrassment, says he got in there and just ran. Threw about 5 or 6 punches the whole fight, got dropped by Jake Paul, nearly lost to KSI who was doing star jumps in front of him, and now is apparently talking about pursuing a world title. Froch's response to that, it's never going to happen. And then he goes for the hat trick. Tyson Fury just announced, or pretty much all but announced, that he's signed with UFC and Dana White is involved in promoting his next fight. Froch doesn't even have time to break that down properly, he's just dropping it as breaking news. Frank Warren fuming, Eddie Hearn fuming, and Tyson's apparently back in America for the first time in 5 years after flying in for something at the White House. 3 Furies, 1 video, 0 chill. The Cobra doesn't do things by halves. But go back to John for a second, because there's a line he said at that presser that tells you everything about where his head's at. He said, "I couldn't look my wife in the eye and take her to bed if I said I was going to be somewhere and I didn't show." That's not a promo line. That's not content. That's a man telling you this is about his pride, his identity. Whether that makes you take him more seriously or less seriously probably says a lot about you. So here's where we land. 3 years ago, this fight was basically done, and John Fury walked away from the money and the contract and ghosted everyone. And now he's back doing the exact same song and dance, losing his mind in public, challenging rooms full of people, getting Kalle Sauerland to say yes, live on camera, floating dates and venues. Froch has said yes. Again, Kalle has said yes. Again. The fight is apparently there to be made. Again. And the only person who needs to sign something is John Fury. Froch put it better than I ever could. He said, "This has been going on too long. Walls don't hit back. Sign the contract or shut up." Because here's the truth, and no cap, this is real talk. If this fight doesn't get made, it's not because Froch backed out. It's not because the money wasn't there. It's because John Fury is built for the chaos of the call-out. The running up, the screaming, the 20 men holding him back, the press conference takeover, that's his arena. Signing a piece of paper and showing up on fight night is a different thing entirely. We've seen this before, and we all know how it ended. The question isn't whether Froch will fight John Fury. The question is whether John Fury will actually let it happen. Drop your prediction below. I'll be reading every single one.